Hello, everyone. Coming up next on the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We're coming off the heels of last week's AEW. You see, MJF got power bombed to a table, but this is going to be real surprising. Hell has frozen over. What is this man right here? Jeff Jarrett, legendary wrestler Jeff Jarrett, make a rare appearance on AEW, and you won't believe Jeff Jarrett's new role in AEW pertaining to what's going on. I mean, everything's coming out today. I don't get why they're doing this, but hey. Plus, two, rapper Rick Ross makes a rare appearance as well. He's involved in the segment with Swerve and Keith Lee. Can you keep the peace and order between these two men who are a tag team scheduled to meet the tag team champions coming up? And two, we got a list of stuff that's going on right here. Look at this card. AEW champion John Mox, no AEW champion John Moxley goes one again against Lee Moriarty, a world championship eliminator. Also, too, the TV championship match from Ring of Honor. Samoa Joe, the champion, defends against Brian Cage. That's going to be one. Chris Jericho defends his championship against a former Ring of Honor star. Who that could be? Plus, two, Renee Paquette. She sit down with Soraya and Dr. Britt Baker to air out these differences between these two women on why they hate each other so much. Plus, two, the Acclaim celebrates Daddy birthday bash, so we'll see that. Is he gonna scissor him, scissor me? Will he be able to after what had happened last week when Swerve had done something real horrible and devastating to Daddy ass? We'll get to that coming up next. And two, the what else? And two, we kick things off with this Darby Allin taking on Jay Lethal in the opening of the in AEW. All this and more when the AEW Ring Report it starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Like I said, this is a fully stacked, fully loaded stack of AEW Dynamite. We want to thank you for watching. What a card this is. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling Show here on Connect TV. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, Miss Karen. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on AEW Dynamite Ring Report. We got a lot to get to, but we're gonna get things started with this. We had a match. Darby Allin took on Jay Lethal, and we thought it was just gonna be that Darby Allin versus Jay Lethal 1-on-1 after what Jay Lethal had done to Darby Allin in the past weeks, beating him up, tying him up to the figure four leg lock and get the win. Well, that wasn't the end. Darby did win his match, but things got really interesting in a hurry real quick after Darby Allin got attacked from behind by a man wearing black. And the man dressed in black was this man, none other than WWE Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett, former WCW champion, Jeff Jarrett, NWA champion, TNA founder. Jeff Jarrett has done it all, and now Jeff Jarrett has made his way through the land of all elite. And Jeff Jarrett, I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was watching it, and Jeff Jarrett appeared up. I looked on my phone and I saw Jeff Jarrett, and I'm like, what in the world is Jeff Jarrett doing to AEW? Well, Jeff Jarrett didn't leave nobody to know what's going on. Jeff Jarrett back in the fray of AEW once again, and Jeff Jarrett trying to I guess leave what he had done. This is the business right here. That Jeff Jarrett. Look at this. Tony Khan sent out a tweet on Twitter stating, "Welcome to AEW Dynamite to the new director of business development, Jeff Jarrett. I look forward to expanding the AEW live event calendar in 2023 in the future years with Jeff Jarrett, Raphael Miga, and our entire great AEW team. Jeff Jarrett is all elite." So you telling me Jeff Jarrett, this man right here, Double J Jeff Jarrett, Jeff Jarrett, who has wrestled across the world. Jeff Jarrett returned back into a prominent role, and now Jeff Jarrett has found his way back into AEW. Now, I mean, I wouldn't even try to predict this storyline if you had this coming, but Jeff Jarrett back in the fray of what he's doing, and Jeff Jarrett back in there doing what he's doing what he's doing best. So this is what we had this right here going. Jeff Jarrett back. Um, so like I said, Jeff Jarrett's back, and I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But Jeff Jarrett has a new role. Jeff Jarrett's last role was in WWE when he got hired to I guess be the scene live events coordinator for WWE. I guess WWE didn't see that as Jeff Jarrett. Oh, hey, let him go. And he was in that match at SummerSlam. I guess Jeff Jarrett got hired on due to Bruce Pritchard. Jeff Jarrett now back in the executive capacity for as a wrestling executive. And I said Jeff Jarrett knows a thing or two, and I didn't even know he kept this secret. Jeff Jarrett kept this a secret. Nope. And one thing about Jeff Jarrett, he is crafty. Jeff Jarrett's a crafty one, all right. And someone wrote this right here, saying, I don't know what the hell that means. But Jeff Jarrett back in the fray. Now he's a AEW talent / executive. Let's see how long this is gonna last. But Tony Khan said vows he's gonna keep him as long as he can. So I don't know how this is gonna work out. I don't know. A lot of people saying this ain't a good pick, but we'll have to wait and see. But Jeff Jarrett has done it all. He was in GCW. He was in WWE. He did Ric Flair's last match during that time at SummerSlam. So Jeff Jarrett now back in the fray in AEW, and Jeff Jarrett found his way back into a job. So one thing about Jeff Jarrett, I'll give Jeff Jarrett this: he knows how to keep a job and find a job. But we'll see on what's in store for Double J after what he did, that vicious attack to Darby Allin. Jeff Jarrett calling out his legendary rival in TNA or Impact, you want to call Sting. So is Sting gonna return to call out to get Jeff Jarrett and get revenge? You see Darby Allin laid out with that guitar shot with Jeff Jarrett. You know, Sting and Jeff Jarrett are no stranger to each other, but we'll see. And then look at this. I should have knew it was going to go down. Jeff Jarrett helped Sanjay Dutt recruit, built Sanjay Dutt, built Jay Lethal. Hell, Jay Lethal was in that Ric Flair last match against Andrade and Ric Flair. But Jeff Jarrett found his way back back into the forefront once again in the spotlight. So we just had to wait and see what's next for Double J Jeff Jarrett. I mean, this is ridiculous. Jeff Jarrett is back in a ring, but we'll see. Also, too, we see Lee Moriarty. He went against John Moxley. He put John Moxley down for a minute until Ethan Page. I don't know. Is it Ethan Page, the new MJF? Only time will tell. But this match right here was really dangerous. But we'll just have to wait and see on that one. But Ethan Page standing over Moxley. Well, he wants to be the world champion, but he has to win that world title eliminator and could earn himself a championship match at Winter is coming down the road. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Speaking of that, Chris Jericho put it down on the line, and Chris Jericho wanted to meet a former Ring of Honor champion. Who was that former Ring of Honor champion was going to be? It was none other than Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana made an appearance. Colt Cabana back. Basically, now we know that CM Punk may be heading out of AEW, may not be coming back to wrestling. Got problems with WWE, now AEW. So, guess Colt Cabana is back, and I don't know how far this is going to be. But only time will tell with Colt Cabana. Speaking of Cabana's friends, the Elite, sent out this crypt text that they're coming back with this message and stuff. So Only time will tell on that. But like I said, you can tell and see by the drawings right there that people go through and stuff. So we'll see on that. How they'll end up being. Also too, the triangle, Death Triangle, Penta, Zemiro, and Pac. They're the 6-man tag team champions. And they might have to be worried and concerned. So they won the tag team, those 6-man gold from when the Elite didn't defend it. Or Renee Paquette sat down and did an interview with them, asking about how they encrypted message. I was being vague about it, but hey, it is what it is. A lot of people are talking about this match right here. Jade Cargill defending against Marina Mashir. And they said this was one of the worstest matches in AEW history. So we have to wait and see. Damn, just too much. I don't know. I mean, Jay has improved, but I guess Tony Khan put that match. He loves putting that match more times than more people want to see it. But Jade Cargill won her match, but many people are considering the worst match. So who knows what's going on with that? Speaking of that, um, Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy sat down. Orange Cassidy defended his All Land Championship against Luchasaurus and Ray Phoenix. Ray Phoenix and Luchasaurus had their their work cut out for them, but they didn't win the match. They didn't win the title. Orange Cassidy did. Well, Orange Cassidy got an interesting offer. They have a dream match against some, I forgot who this from New Japan. So Orange Cassidy will take on that person on New Japan in a dream match just coming up on Rampage this Friday night. So we'll see that match coming up forward. Speaking of that, Rick Ross, rapper Rick Ross, hip hop rapper Rick Ross, was a guest of Swerve and Rick Ross, making himself comfortable. Keith Lee and Keith Lee and Swerve with each other. And Rick Ross tried to keep the peace in order. Rick Ross trying to maintain order and telling them, hey, this is peaceful. You need to be peaceful. So we'll see if Rick Ross will keep his cool at Keith Lee and Swerve will, but only time will tell. Also, too, the Acclaim had the Scissor Me Daddy ass birthday bash, birthday blast. The Acclaim celebrating that for Daddy ass, and Daddy Billy Gunn couldn't use his hands, but he used scissors. And Billy Gunn, the Acclaim, gave him, I guess, accolades for everything. But FTR is still in the wings. They won that tag team championship match. Oh, we'll see and stuff. But we know next week there will be a huge 8-man tag team match. That's the Acclaim, the tag team champions, team up with FTR, the Ring Honor, all them tag team champions. The all tag team champions unite. AEW and Ring Honor tag team champions. They go against Swerve My Glory and Austin and Colton Gunn next week for that big matchup. So we'll see. Also, too, there's a cryptic vignette where the House of Black. What's going on with that? As Julia Hart, something like a chicken feet, but Julia Hart trying to resurrect the House of Black in that order. And I don't know what's going on and how this is going to be sick and twisted and cryptic. But we know it's dark, ominous, and we'll see how this all gonna play out and how Alistair Black will come back into some form of fitting. But we'll see going forward and stuff. So you can tell right here, Julia Black with her light. So how that was gonna play out. Also, too, that's sort of it. I would just say, like I said, Daddy ass had his stuff out. So, like I said, with that his hand and stuff. So we'll see. And finally was the main event as Samoa Joe defended his championship against um Brian Cage. Just that match didn't show nothing. But Powerhouse Hobbs attacked Warlow, leaving Warlow out. So Powerhouse Hobbs and Warlow will meet one on one. And then they're talking about Mike Tyson returning. Mike Tyson to boost up their reign. Rampage ain't gonna do it. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing against Rampage. They need to just make that ring honor. They're just plain and simple. Make it ring honor and leave it like that. But we're trying to incorporate all those parts. But that's them. So we'll see that. All right. That ends the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Let's move forward to Wrestling Hot Topics. We move forward to a WWE couple. I won't say not they're not a power couple, but they're a couple, married couple, Bianca Belair and Montez Ford. WWE has announced that they will be having a show on Hulu. Why the hell they having a show on Hulu when it need to be on It was be on Peacock as well. Normally, likely it will be on Peacock. So Montez Ford and his wife Bianca Belair, the current Raw Women's Champion, will have a show on Peacock. We don't know what the details is. Maybe their lives as a black couple, a married black couple in wrestling. So hopefully we'll get to see that sooner rather than later and how that's going to play in. Bianca did tweet this that her girls, Oscar and Alexa Bliss, got the tag team championships back from Damage Control. So we'll see how that's going to play out. Also, too, people are talking about Triple H's 100 days as being the head of WWE Creative. Triple H 100 days as the head of WWE Creative. I think Triple H been doing so far so good right now. You know, he started at SummerSlam. I think that flop he had right now with Clash of the Castle. I think he should have had Drew go over then Roman, but to each his own and stuff like that. But Triple H been done so far. We hearing reports that he is working, cooking something up for Survivor Series. As this would be the first Survivor Series under the War Games banner. So in this weird Survivor Series War Games used to try to battle, go at each other, head to head. But now it's under one, so he won the rights to it. So we'll see. Also, too, want to wish birthday shouts to Queen Charmel, the wife of Booker T. Charmel, longtime manager of Booker T. She was a WCW Nitro girl, so congratulations to Queen Charmel. Plus, too, GCW coming to Fight Plus. GCW, the hardcore wrestling promotion, the Renegade Wrestling promotion, coming to the Fight Plus. GCW making a home at Fight. So for that. Speaking of that, we know Survivor Series is coming up, and this is a Survivor Series throwback right here. Andre the Giant, Harley Race, Mr. Perfect, Rick Rude, Dino Bravo, Bobby Heenan, Frenchie, and Mean Gene Okerlund. Damn. And then you know what year that was? That had to be either the 1988 Survivor Series. Yeah, that had to be Survivor Series 88. Damn, all of them did. I wasn't even alive then. And I was somewhat coming up sooner rather than later, a couple months later. Damn. But all of them will be missed and they in heaven now, so whatever pain, wherever they ain't got to worry about. Well, speaking of that, we heard that AEW announced that Full Gear Tony Storm will defend her women's championship against Jamie Hayter. Could it be Jamie Hayter's moment to win the championship as people have been clamoring for Jamie Hayter to win something? This could be her moment in the sun. So we'll see. Also, too, we told you that Jeff Jarrett sent a message to Darby Allin to send the Sting collecting hats and collecting body bags. So Jeff Jarrett wants his moment in the sun. We'll just have to wait and see on that. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you Friday for predict the outcome for WWE Crown Jewel for that match previews and match predictions. So for me being Kendrick saying so long and thank you for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you later.